Dun, dun, dun. Are we live yet?
Yes.
Woohoo! We're live.
Hi, everybody.
What's up?
Hi, Asta.
Hey, Asta.
Okay, so guys, we got started because we were in the middle of this debate, and we'll do our welcome and stuff in a minute. But we're like in the middle of this argument.
Absolutely.
We're a little late because I had to put makeup on because it looked like death. But that has nothing to do with that. That's why we're late.
That's another trauma we'll get into later.
You know what? But that's not the middle argument. So I was talking about because I really want a new mic. I found this mic, and I am trying to do have a white setup, like white things and. So I have this mic. There's nothing wrong with this mic.
It's
but
white.
it is white, but it's like a gamer mic. And I don't do I do a lot of gaming, but like when I do game, like it's a great mic for a starter person. I am not a starter person. So I'm very particular about how I sound and how I want to sound, because I do want to start in 2026. We're not going to call it New Year's resolutions. We're going to call them a revival. We're gonna revive some things,
because that's on brand for our waking up revival.
Oh yeah. So, but like I want to start. I constantly want to start streaming more. But with every time I say that, then like my life falls apart. Right. So anyway, I have this mic. It's a fine mic. I don't need one. But I found one. I found one that I am lusting after, and so it's like, because it's a podcast mic. I've heard, like, I've done all the reviews because that's what I do, because I'm a techie person. Everything, like, I'm like, I want this mic. I want this mic. This other mic, really, really bad. So I was telling Sean, I was like, I'm saving my pennies. I'm saving my pennies. I'm going to save it up, and it might take me a couple months, but I'm going to save up, and I'm going to get this mic. And then Sean, what did you just say?
We all have that one friend that cannot stop buying things the closer to the holidays. Your friends want to buy you stuff.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna let you finish that. I'm gonna let you finish.
We want to buy stuff for our friends. If you buy stuff for yourself, we can't buy stuff for you. You don't leave us any room to buy stuff. Quit buying stuff for yourself when it's close to Christmas. Now, if you don't end up getting it, then sure, there you go. Buy it for yourself, because there's no guarantee that you're gonna get everything that you want. But don't go ahead and preemptively just get it, assuming no one's gonna get it for you.
Okay, Asta, we're going to come back to that in a second. But here's the thing. See, here's where my trauma comes in. Here's where my trauma is. And actually, I've talked about this with Jay, because Jay has the same trauma, because his parents did the same thing. Maybe yours did too, Sean. I can't remember. But for example, college graduation, right? Okay. They're like, what do you want as your graduation present? I said, I want a MacBook Pro, because back then I was in music. It does like, it processes all the stuff. MacBook Pros are what my industry uses, which ironically still uses. Like, I'm still in it where MacBook Pros are the thing, right? I said, this is what I want. I even gave them the specs. I gave them exactly what I wanted and what I needed. And as my graduation, they said they were like so happy. They gave it to me. They gave me this box. I opened it up. It was a Dell laptop. And my stepdad was like, well, this, yeah. He was like, well, we did some research and these specs are better. And, this was a little less expensive and blah, 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 blah. And I didn't want to be ungrateful.
Like, yeah, that would have unleashed a whole other level.
Holy hell. But I'm sitting here going, and it was like a big one. It was like a 17. He's like, it's bigger and it's got more processing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I couldn't make them understand that, yes, though, to a layman, that computer, but that computer was not what I needed, and it's not what I wanted. And I just sat there with it, and it's like,
that's hard to be grateful that you received something, but at the same time knowing that there was a reason that you wanted what you wanted, and that is not what you got.
Oh yeah, and see, that's the thing that happened all my life, even as I got to be an adult. I told my mom right before, like literally like a year before we went no contact. She asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I said I wanted an Apple Watch. I want an Apple Watch. Apple Watch pairs with my phone. It does everything that I need. This is back when Apple Watches were in like the first or second gen. So it was like, I want an Apple Watch. Here are the specs. Here's exactly what I want. I did not get that. I got some like off-brand, like off. It wasn't even an off-brand. It was like, I don't even like a Garmin, something. I don't know, something.
Oh God.
I don't even.
Like
it was
Pebble or something.
I don't even remember. It's not even supported now. Like it was one of those like smart watches that did nothing.
It was because you didn't get like for like. You got less than.
Right. But it's but it's a smartwatch, right? It's fine. And so that is why when I say things like I have this specific mic that I really, really want because I've done the research. I know what I want. I know it. I don't want somebody to go out of the way because, like Asta said, mics are fucking expensive. Mics are fucking expensive, and I get that, but not all mics are. It's like, oh, well, this is a white USB. It looks the same, right? No, they're not. They're not the same. Yes, you can buy a $50 white RGB mic off of Amazon, and yes, but that is not the same. There is a reason that electronics are, you get what you pay for.
Electronics is one of those areas. I know me, you, and Jay, I'm pretty sure are all the same.
Yeah.
We want what we want, not something else. When we say this is exactly what I want, that is exactly what we want.
Because we're all different. Everyone is different. Everybody's setup's different. Everybody's voice is different. Everybody like electronics, what we like, how we like processing, how we like things, our brand, everything, how we do things is very, very different. That's the reason there's a shit ton of that stuff out there. Yeah. So when we say this is what we want, we have done the research. We know this is exactly what we want. This is why we want it. We have a bulletproof list. We have watched all the review videos. We have watched all the testing. We have done all of this. And then we're like,
that exactly. I don't recall if I dealt with that. And I say that because I don't know if it's because that wasn't something I dealt with, or if it's something I did deal with and I've actually just blocked it out. Because I think that's some of the trauma that I've dealt with as a kid. I'm pretty sure I've just blocked out and I don't recall.
No, your trauma is that you don't buy for yourself.
Yes, that is, you're right. That is my trauma. I don't buy stuff for myself. I will buy
the thing. You want the thing.
Yes. But I won't tell people that I want it, and I won't buy it for myself either. So I'm like, I want it, but I won't buy it, but I won't tell people that I want it to let them buy it. Because me receiving gifts is receiving compliments is hard. Receiving gifts is uber hard. It is a struggle for me. I did have to deal with the whole. I think this may be very common though. I received a lot of like socks from like extended family members when I was younger, and I had to do the fake the sweaters that I didn't want, the socks that I didn't want, like all that weird stuff that like grandparents and aunts and uncles. I'm like, and the forced, that's exactly what I wanted. No.
Well, like I said, my parents would, this is close enough.
Yeah, and that's not.
And again, I don't want to feel ungrateful. That's why and we've talked about this years and years and years, for years since I've been streaming. Like, that's why I have such a trauma around making sure I buy the perfect gift. And even if the person doesn't tell me, I know exactly what to buy. Like Dondero and Dondero 101 is like, he was like blown away. He's like, okay, the person likes this, does this is a job. What would you get them? And I literally said, this is exactly what I would get them. And I listed these. And he goes, that's the fucking perfect gift for them. And I went, I never met the person in my life. All you had to tell me was like 5 facts about them. I asked 5 questions and that's all I needed.
Yep. On a previous podcast, he didn't believe that you were that good at picking out gifts. Didn't nail 5 of them. I think it was like back to back. You just nailed them all. And he was like, oh, okay. Apparently you are good at buying gifts. Yeah. You have that superpower. But would you say that's a trauma superpower?
Oh, that is absolutely a trauma superpower. And you know what, though? A trauma superpower that, yes, it's part of my people pleasing. Yes, the motivation behind it came from trauma. And yes, the motivation behind it before was, oh, okay, I didn't get the perfect gift. Nobody knows how to buy for me. So I'm going to make sure that, just like with birthdays and stuff like that, now it's different. The motivation, I still have the superpower, but the motivation behind it is because I want this person to be happy. And it doesn't matter if they see me or know me. It doesn't matter. It's not a deep sense of, I'm doing this for you to fill something in part of me. It is very much an altruistic. It is very much a giving in I want you happy and I know how to make you happy. Let me do this for you. Yeah. It's not filling a need. Whereas before it was filling a need. Yeah. So it's very different, but the power is still the same.
My trauma is, I would rather not get a gift than not give someone a gift than to get them not the perfect gift.
I know. You can't even do a white elephant.
I am terrible about giving gifts. I feel like I'm terrible at giving gifts.
This is totally not what our episode was about, but it was the argument that we started with. So sorry, guys.
I get a lot of anxiety because I want to give the perfect gift. And so my family has become the gift card family. That's what we just do. We just exchange gift cards. Like I feel
like that's a whole nother episode. I mean, we could go on a whole episode about this, but Asa, you want an Elgato Wave? I actually looked at those, but because I stream the way I stream and I do want to start doing actually audio podcasts and I want to start in the new year, like I have a whole list of things I want to do versus things that I'm able to do. They're not the same, but I do want a better mic, and that requires a better mic that I don't have to, there's a whole lot of tweaking and things I have to do with this one, and it's still not right. So I'm like,
stop buying stuff for yourself around Christmas. Just saying, putting that out there.
But anyway, so this is waking up. Hello, let's introduce ourselves. Let's come back. This was the conversation there. It's like, hey, we're talking trauma. Let's just go fill out live and talk about this on the air. I am Anna. For those of you, thank you for those of you who stayed with us on our little 10-minute rant. I want the Shure. What is it? Oh, I can't even remember. It's a Shure, but it's the newest one. It has a USB-C. So it has the LXR option, but it also has a USB-C option. Okay. So that's why I want it. And the sound, like I watched all the reviews.
Oh yeah, you did research.
I did research because that's what I fucking do.
It is. Absolutely.
I'm Anna, and this is my wonderful co-host, Sean. I realized that my thing's mirrored, so right here, like Sean's here.
Wait, is this the right hand? Is this
no, it's the other hand. It's the other hand. Yeah. There. It's the opposite.
On the other, on 3 bars. Yeah, on 3 bars it's over here, but and waking up it's over here.
It's fine. And this is Waking Up, where we talk about mental health, religious trauma, our deconstruction, and pretty much anything in between. Things about we're mental health advocacy and just pretty much our lives of being fucked up by our childhood and the church, and us trying to be functioning human beings. So let's get to our disclaimer right quick, a little later than normal. But here on Waking Up, we're not here to bash anybody's faith or religion. We think faith and religion are beautiful things when done in a mentally and emotionally healthy manner. Sean and I are not mental health professionals. We are not certified in anything. We are 2 people that are going through our own shit, that are going through our own trauma. Anything said on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Is not any type of replacement for any type of real mental health help. But if you need real support, if you need real mental health support and care, we do have information that we can give you that will help you get in touch with the people that are professionals, that are certified and qualified to help you in your time of need. Especially this time of year, we understand that it can get really, really dark and really, really lonely. So please go to our Discord. That's a good place to contact us. We are on there, and you can message us, privately. You can get in touch with us, but especially through our Discord. Just let us know, and we will be glad to get you that information. Sean and I grew up in the Carolinas, which is Billy Graham territory. Yes, we grew up in the Carolinas in the 90s, early 2000s. Actually, Sean's still in the Carolinas, so he lived, which was the time of martyrdom, teen martyrdom. We grew up Southern Baptist, both of us, and for those of you who don't know, Southern Baptist is a evangelical conservative denomination of the Protestant Christian faith, and it pretty much fucked us up on our way of thinking. And the more we deconstruct, the more fucked up it is. So, yeah.
Everything we see ourselves.
I'm going to retract that statement. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it is not fucked up it fucked us up. Yes. So for those people who believe it and feel like that's that is, if it's helped you, some people find comfort in religion, and when done well, I think that's fine. It's when it becomes mentally abusive, manipulative, controlling, and all of those things. That's when it becomes a problem. So
we're not speaking for the entire religion. We're not speaking for every church. We're speaking about the way that we grew up and what we were taught and what we learned growing up in our respective churches as well, because not all churches are the same. Yes. Ours was very fundamental, very evangelical. And so that's how we grew up.
Yes.
That's what we're speaking from, our experiences. So,
yeah. See, I know somebody with that mic and it sounded so good.
They're just going off on a whole conversation about the mics.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. The Shure M7. Yeah, that's the one I want. And it's white. Because I want a white setup. It's white. Mm-hmm. I'm slowly getting there.
Save your pennies. Do not buy it, because you never know.
I know. I'm gonna save my pennies.
Yeah, exactly.
Little over time. It'll be fine.
That's how it works. Absolutely.
So, all right. Sean got to pick the subject today because we were off last week. I don't know if you guys aren't aware, and I mean, it's my personal life, so you don't have to know, but I'm exhausted. I am one human, and there's a lot of things going on professionally, personally, where it's that time of year that when you have very active children who are in a lot of things, and you are very good at your job with a lot of very important responsibilities, I get a little tired.
Yeah, Drag is tired. You were one person doing the work of like 3 or 4 people.
I actually am. We actually had a for personal reasons, and it was not I resigned because I hate this job or whatever. He had personal reasons, and it was effective immediately, so we didn't even have time to prep. So I all of a sudden, it's like I went from having a pretty manageable workload. I was actually managing it really well, even though I was busy, to having the same workload. 2 people, just one. Yeah, I had 2 people workload. So I actually have been working this weekend. My birthday was last weekend, so a lot of people are like, "Let's go out. I want to see you. Let's spend time." And I'm just like, but at the same time, my girls had region band and auditions and clubs, and they had concerts. I think there was a concert every other day, and my daughter's hatchling's birthday was on Friday.
Yep, happy birthday to your hatchling.
And they both had the flu. Chloe had the flu last week. That's what I was dealing with last weekend. She had a 103 temperature. And then my oldest one had the flu this past week. So it is actually going around. So I'm surprised I haven't gotten sick, but there's that. So
get it all out before the holiday.
I'm living on coffee and a prayer. However, I will be in North Carolina in a couple weeks. I will be at Sean's house. So Sean and I will actually be doing Waking Up.
That's exciting.
Together. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll squeeze in behind this
No. I have decided that is bullshit. We are going to do a separate setup so that it actually looks nice.
Okay, that's fine. Fine, we'll do it. I mean, I gotta like tear stuff. Okay, we'll do it. We'll get it done. No, you're right. There's less space behind this desk now than there used to be. So,
yeah, I know. So shut your face. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. I am 43, in case y'all wanted to know. I am 43.
You do not look 43.
People keep saying that, but it's just like, y'all aren't seeing me up close.
I've seen you up close. You still don't look 43.
It's like all the lines stuff that are...
Hey, Anna, your trauma's showing.
Damn, I thought you were 39. Oh, bless you. No, yeah, I am 43. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. So Sean, okay.
Oh, today's topic's kind of poignant, isn't it? I feel a little bit. Yeah.
He chose it.
So, I did. So we are two trauma triscuits. We're trying to figure out whether are we healing or are we just deeply in need of a nap and a snack. We're trying to figure out whether what we're experiencing is us healing, or whether we're so used to quiet. Like, what does it mean when it's quiet? What does it mean when we react less? What does it mean when we don't have a reaction that we thought we were gonna have?
That's the bullshit. Why are you coming at me?
I'm not.
You're fucking coming at me because I had this discussion with my therapist 2 weeks ago, and that's bullshit. Literally, yes, literally.
Wow.
Yeah. Not last week, the week before, because she was sick last week. So.
Okay.
This is I literally had this exact one. This is bullshit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when it's quiet, is it because we're healing, or is it because maybe our nervous system is a wreck and needs a PTO?
Did you say erect?
A wreck.
Oh,
not erect. When your nervous system is erect, I mean, that's a whole different podcast.
I mean, that is a different podcast. I mean, we can go there.
I mean, we can. We talked about gifts. We could talk about what's in the box.
It means I missed something and everyone is pissed at me shit, right?
Jay. All right, stop. He's coming at us. Okay. Yeah. So we have an expectation of what our healing feels like, which sometimes is different at different times. So what does it look like? Is it productive? Is it always productive? Is it quiet? What happens when it's quiet? I think that's the most disturbing part for us, or for me. When it's quiet, what does that mean? When I don't react the way I thought I was supposed to react. I should have reacted. That's the best one. Like, what's going on? Am I healing? Am I not healing? That's it. Am I overthinking? Am I overthinking the healing?
How closer it gets to the end of December. I don't. Okay. Well, this is how I had this discussion with my therapist.
That's all of it. Come here, fucko.
Oh, cheap viewers.
Get him, Jay.
Yeah. Jay, quick on the thing.
He's on
it. I was talking about this because I am so used to, with my CPTSD and my borderline BPD, my emotions, how I feel about things, how I react to things, my emotional addiction, as my therapist calls it, everything has to be here. Mm-hmm. Everything is here. And then like the highs are super high and the lows are very, very low. That is how I've lived my life. That is how I have felt emotion. That's how I've felt with all sorts of situations, all my situations. Everything was either 100 or 10. There was no, everything's, today's really good. It's about a 75. And then, it's not so good. It's about a 40, which is where apparently most regular people feel.
Normies.
There's no such thing as normal. I just think that people don't have the issues that I have. And so as I am healing and growing, as I am learning to regulate as it's not even just that I'm healing wounds. It's just that I'm learning to regulate and not hit the 100 all the time. Like I can feel myself starting to accelerate, so I can actually stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily stop it, but regulate enough to even out before I get to 100. That I was like, I feel like I'm almost numb.
Right? When the quiet feels like numbness.
Is when most of the trauma started. Yeah. The 25th is really hard. We can talk about that next week closer to
we can.
The holidays. I feel like that's something that needs to be addressed. We address every holiday, but I think that's something that is
good to address.
It's every holiday.
Because we deal with it every holiday.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was like, I know I'm healing. But then I feel like I think that the part of me was uncomfortable with the calm, and is that, am I ever going to feel, because I'm not used to feeling happiness or attraction or sadness in a healthy way. So I almost felt like I was disassociated again.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt, I felt like I feel numb. She's like, do you feel numb? Are you checked out? Are you these things? And I was like, no. I mean, I do feel happiness, but I don't feel it at 100. I don't feel everything. I don't feel everything at 100. So it feels like I'm not feeling it at all. And she goes, but the problem is that when you were feeling it at 100, it was overloading your system.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's supposed to feel it at 100 all the time, every day. Like, yes, you're going to feel it at 100 every now and then and occasionally, and you're going to deal with those when that happens. But 9 times out of 10, you're not ever trying to feel it at 100. So what you're experiencing is not numbness, and you're going to figure it out. Your body is, your nervous system, your brain, your chemicals are just recalibrating. So it feels wrong because you're recalibrating.
Yes.
Speaking of, I just got my reminder for my therapy appointment. You have a therapy appointment on Tuesday.
Don't forget.
No, I don't. Trust me. Yeah.
The quiet. It as an overthinker, it feels disconcerting, and I question it because I tend to I have a bias to the negative. So my first thought is something's wrong. My first thought is, oh, I'm not dealing with it, or I'm disassociating. Like I'm afraid, oh, I'm not feeling the anxiety. I'm not having a significant reaction. Because, oh, I must be shutting down. I must be just ignoring it. I'm like, and that's a hard one. That can be hard to differentiate. You just sitting there and going, which one is it? Am I healing? Or on the flip side, if I do feel a strong reaction to something, does that mean I'm backsliding? Does that mean I'm regressing? Does that mean I'm not healed because I have a strong reaction to something?
Asta, I actually have a not Jay. Just to make that clear, this is not Jay. I actually have a friend of mine who struggles around this time of year because of a lot of things that happen in his past. Who has an anger issue? And he basically shut down. And he shuts down so that he doesn't hurt people. And that's very common. A lot of times it's very common in men because, this is a generalized quote from information that I've gathered, so please do your own research. But from what I have done in all of my therapy sessions, is anger is very much a comfortable emotion for men. And it's because anger is an acceptable emotion for men. And that's societal, and that's been put upon men. And is it not good that you isolate? Is it? Because my question to you in that is that sounds very, as my therapist would say, that sounds very judgmental. Because what it sounds like you're doing is you are recognizing when that emotion arises in you. And so you are doing the thing that you need to do to make sure that you and the people you care about are safe, and you are regulating. And there is nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. And I want you to think of it that way. How do you know it's not good?
Yeah.
You are doing, and I think honestly, if you look at it from a different perspective, you feel yourself get into that rage and you go, okay, I am here. I need to get myself into a regulated state, which means I need to be by myself for a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that.
That in itself is growth, that you've recognized that. That's healing. Sometimes healing it's confusing because the reactions that you have, I get judgmental. I start saying, I should be doing it this way.
My therapist's favorite phrase. That sounds pretty judgy to me. Yeah, you sound like you're judging yourself a lot.
Sounding very judgy today. Yeah.
There's that word again. That's what my therapist says, because I say should all the time. I should be doing this, or I should be doing that. She goes, there's that word again. I'm like,
right. So one of the things I've been working a lot on is getting out of my house, touching grass, meeting people, being around people, because I tend to pull in and isolate, especially when I'm stressed, especially when I'm dealing with my emotions or trying to work through. And so I've been like, oh, I've got to go out. I've got to go out. And so there was like a couple times where I didn't. I was like, I'm just going to sit here in my house. And then I start judging myself because I'm saying, well, I should have done this. I should have gone out. Why did I go out? I must be regressing. I guess I'm not as healed as I thought I was because I didn't force myself to go out. My therapist goes, if you didn't feel like it, if you really just didn't feel like it, you didn't have to. Or maybe I went out one night and so I decided not to go out another night. He's like, that's actually good. You made a conscious choice to conserve. Like, you've got a battery. You got a social battery, and it's actually growth to decide where you're going to spend that and not. So just because you didn't do something that we've been working on doesn't mean that you've regressed.
Asta, I would like, as somebody, as you've been a part of our community for a while now, and as somebody is, I want you to think about something, and it's something that I absolutely, this comes up in my therapy literally weekly. So, is be patient with yourself.
Ooh, yeah.
And I think it's like, I know you bring it up a lot, and it's something as somebody that absolutely can recognize those things, is you're improving more than you recognize from what you have shared with us. Now, I don't know everything, but you're improving more than you recognize. But just because you're not improving like that, just because it's taking you time. Sean's a good example of that. Just because it's not like, okay, I've been working on this for months. I've been working on this for years. I should be able to. Doesn't mean that you should. And that's okay. Yeah. And it's okay to not know, and it's okay to struggle. I feel like you're a little hard on yourself, and trust me, you're amongst friends. Like, honestly, weekly, I'm like, I should be over this by now. I literally had a breakdown in my last therapy session this past Tuesday over my mother. I came in upset about something else, and she opened up, and I understood that, and in my head I was like, I should be over this by now. It's been years of working on the trauma about this woman. It is what it is, because the reality is life is cyclical. Healing is cyclical. It's not we get better, it's we move on. We get better, we move on. We get better, we move on. Does it build upon itself? Is the cycle in loops? Yes, the cycle is in loops because the cycle will keep moving forward, but it's still a cycle.
Yeah.
And we believe in you. I don't even know you. I've never met you. I've only talked to you once a week on on this podcast. But it's cyclical. And as long as you've been here, you have had good days and you had bad days. And we support you through them all.
We do.
And it's okay. And the fact that you come in here and you talk about them and you feel safe to talk about them. Maybe there's safety. That's why I come on the internet and talk about my shit. I mean, so many people, I was so terrified of people like, I'm trauma dumping. And it's like, you know what? There's a little bit of safety in it because I feel like I can say it out loud, and I've said it out loud. And you know what? You're going to judge me and say whatever it is you want. I may be wrong, and I've come on here and said, you know what? I was wrong back then, and I'm different now, and that's okay. But you've grown, Asta. And I am proud of your growth, and I know that you're hard on yourself, and those voices are very hard, and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. And the voices are going to be loud, and they're going to be mean, and it feels like it's never going to end, and all of these things. Trust me, I have absolutely felt that way before. I still think that way. And I don't want you to think that I come on here and I've got it all fucking figured out, because God knows I don't. We just use sarcastic humor for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Sometimes you're so close to it because it's ourselves. So we're right up on it. We're right close to it. We don't see what the growth that we've had. We don't see the progress we've made. That's something that a therapist has to remind me. Like when I'm like, oh, I'm regressing, or like, no, you've made progress. Again, it's not a diagonal. You start here and you end up here and everything's no, it's as you said, it's cyclical. So things happen. You go back, you do better over the months, over the period of time. There's improvement, there's growth, and I'm often too close to it. I don't see it. I do a thing, and I've told him I've explained a situation, and he's like, oh my God, that is fantastic. And I'm just sitting here going, I mean, I just did a thing. He's like, yeah. But like 6 months ago, you wouldn't have done that. And I'm okay. We don't often see our own growth, but Asta, we've seen you here just about every week, and your vulnerability, and you're talking to us. You're telling us what you're going through, and we're seeing it. We're seeing your improvement. We're seeing you work on it. We're seeing you want to grow. So thank you I appreciate you being here. And actually, I get Asta twice a week. I get them on Sunday nights too.
Oh, lucky!
I know, right? I get asked for a little bit. It's late his time, but I get asked for a little bit on Sunday nights too. So,
now that I'm thinking about it, I have to set up my shit. I took down because I have a Canon, like a very nice Canon camera that I use as my webcam. And I took it down to take pictures of my kids' thing. And I was like, 15 minutes beforehand, I was like, shit, I haven't set it back up. Yeah. So now I was like, oh, now I got to set up my Lego thing. I didn't do any of that like I was supposed to be doing. Sorry.
Yeah, we got to get ready for that tonight.
So yeah, it's I think growth is hard. And I think it's hard because what my concern was, and this is like emotional numbness and disassociation, and Sean's nice little emotional detachment, versus
intellectualization and detachment. Yeah,
right. Does not always necessarily like, oh, I am having no reaction to this situation, so that must mean I am growing.
Yeah. Oh God.
But see, that's not growth. That's numbness. No. That is I'm not feeling this thing. For
Yes.
example, okay, say for example, and I'm using it as a hypothetical, but like we both have relationship trauma. Massive vulnerability relationship issues, and I'm only using this as an example. This also includes friendships, parental issues. Just when I say relationship issues, I mean all relationships. So please do not just put it in a box of just.
We're not talking about like romantic. We're talking about the relationship, the dynamic between two people, whatever that happens. Something like.
You have that trauma, so. You say, hey, there's this person, they're really great. I don't want to feel anything. Because if I don't feel anything, I don't get hurt.
Ooh, oh God, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm being mature. I'm not getting attached. I'm not going to get attached. I'm not going to invest myself. I'm not going to, that's maturity. I am not going to invest myself emotionally or mentally because, it's fine. I am good being a lone wolf. I am a lone wolf. I am healed. I am protecting my peace.
What?
I am grown. I don't need anyone. The reality is we're human. And this is the thing that I talked about with my therapist is that we're human and we need, like, even if we're introverts, even if we need that human connection at whatever level you need it at. And everybody's needs are different and your needs do change. So I am not making it's like, everyone needs human connection of some sort. No need to dirty laundry. Everybody needs human connection of some sort, even if it's coming on and connecting with two idiots on the internet. That's a connection. You can connect with people. I mean, is it parasympathetic? Yes, but I mean, you still can connect with people. I mean, how many people meet across the world through Discord and sit in Discord chats all the time? That's still connection. You need connection of some sort. I want minimal connections. And you know what? That is okay. That is okay. That's perfectly acceptable. I want minimal connections. Cool. Some people need minimal connections. Some people need a lot of connections. Your level is different.
Some people want connection, but then don't do the things that are necessary to get that connection. I mean, that would be me. Talking about me here. Yeah. That's my trap. That's my trauma right there.
Right.
Yeah.
But so you say to yourself, I'm healing. I don't want to deal with the drama that was it. So what am I going to do different? I'm going to overcompensate and I'm just going to go, I don't want to feel anything towards them.
Yeah.
They mean nothing to me. They don't want to. But the reality is that isn't growing. That isn't growing. That's just you protecting yourself. Which, again, nothing wrong with that.
Well, that's a negative coping mechanism, like intellectualization or refusing to process. For me, there's jealousy. Jealousy is one of those things that I struggle to deal with, and whether it's in a romantic relationship or whether it's in just a friendship, because jealousy you can experience in a friendship just as much.
Oh, absolutely.
Is like, well, I don't want to feel jealousy, so I'm gonna like shut that down. So my attempt to not feel it, when something happens and I'm like, well, I don't feel jealous, so that must mean I'm better than that, or I've overcome it, or I'm not. No, it really just means I'm not being vulnerable. I'm not being invested in the relationship. I'm not connecting in this relationship. I haven't grown above jealousy, because you don't do that. You don't grow above jealousy.
You don't grow above emotions.
You know, exactly. That's
like emotions are like, we have been programmed that all emotions are bad.
Yes. Uncomfortable emotions are especially bad.
But even good emotions. Think about how we don't trust being happy because the other shoe's going to drop. We don't trust having crushes or having feelings for somebody or enjoying it, because that means the other person, the shoe's going to drop. The other person's going to hurt us. They're going to or you feel that way not just because they're going to hurt you, but you're going to hurt them. I don't want to hurt this person. I really like this person, and they're going to see my shit. They're going to see me get angry. They're going to see me get depressed. They're going to see me struggle. They're going to see my insecurities and they're going to run. So you don't. So you distance yourself. That's not maturity either. Keeping your distance from people because you don't want to feel emotions is not maturity. That's not growing up and saying, oh, okay, I have mastered my emotions, because you don't master emotions. Emotions are not things, things therapy. Emotions are not things that you master and control. Emotions are things that you accept. You accept and you learn to work through. Because if you try to control emotions, then that's you can't. I mean, you can control emotions, but that's not.
I did it for years. Yeah.
How do that feel to have a crush? So I have no idea how that works. Crushes are different for people. Oh God, okay. As somebody who gets a crush on everyone, or used to get a crush on everyone because anxious attachment needed everybody to love me.
Love me.
Love me, please like me, please love me. Crushes are different for everyone. They really, 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 really are. And control equals buried, yeah. Crushes are somebody you start enjoying their company. And it's not necessarily like I'm feeling the butterflies, because by the way, the butterflies are always a red flag because that's your nervous system. So the crushes are somebody, it's like, I want to spend more time with them. I start feeling more comfortable with them. I start, I start thinking of things and they remind me about them. And then you want to spend time in their presence. You want to spend time with them. You want to see how their day is going. You want to, and that can, and you can have crushes as friends. You can, it doesn't have to be romantic, but like, yeah.
You want to have more interaction. You think about them a lot. You want to have more and more interaction. And you can have crushes with people that you don't. You like Para was parasympathetic crushes. You can have crushes on people that you never actually met. But it can be dangerous. That's the crush can also go too far. Yeah, where like you begin romanticizing things that don't exist. So, but crush by themselves aren't a bad thing.
No.
But you experience, like you said, is experiencing the emotion. That's what I had to learn. I had to learn to experience an emotion, and to instead of like trying to explain it away. Because I manage my emotions by explaining them and not feeling them.
I do have that, but she is my bestie. I see her as my little sister, and that's what we're saying. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, because we say man crush all the time.
Oh yeah.
Man crush. It's a bro crush. It's a bromance. Like, the bromance. Whereas in these guys, and see, we have to make a joke out of it because it's, again, not socially acceptable for these guys to feel safe in each other's presence, who enjoy hanging out with each other and enjoy palling around, and they can be themselves with each other. It's strictly platonic. There is no sexual romantic attractions whatsoever, but they feel safe with these people. They feel safe with this other man. And that's why they got a bro crush, or it's a bromance. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I just never knew it was a crush. Right? Like it's you're feeling a crush is like you feel safe with them. You want them happy. Like a crush is a way of, just that start of that feeling of vulnerability. I really feel that that's like a good way to express like a crush, is that your willingness to be vulnerable with somebody else. That's the start. Yeah.
That's something that you want, something that you're after, you're interested in going after. Yeah.
Right. So like you have a crush. So it's your willingness that I feel like a crush is, yes, you get the butterflies and you think they're cute or whatever. You can't do that. But I never asked this. I would be too shy. See, and there you go. Look, growth.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you for asking that.
I know. But I feel like that's a very mature definition of a crush. I feel like crush is like, oh, you get all like flirty and like hearts and the thing. But I really feel like a crush is also another way of describing, like I said, your willingness to be vulnerable with this person.
Mm-hmm.
You have gotten to that point to where you like this person enough. They're not on the outside. They're not an acquaintance. You like this person enough that you are willing to start opening up to them. I feel like that's a very mature definition of a crush. Like when you're older, it's like you're not writing your initials.
Yeah,
on
we
your notebook.
equate crushes with so much like, childhood stuff. Like you said, we're like drawing hearts and doing all that. Especially heavily romanticized romantic crushes. But as an adult, the feelings are there. It's just it's a different kind of a different thing. Yeah. We're not drawing hearts on our notebooks usually.
It's like
we do. Yeah, I like what you're saying about wanting to be vulnerable, wanting to be more open with that person.
Yes, and see that's good. Like there's a person that you want to share your space with. Mm-hmm. And that's and I think the reason I like it is because like, oh, I have feelings for this person. It also equates again with you having these big overwhelming emotions. I think saying I feel safe, I have a little bit of a crush on this person is like, it keeps it in a beginning stage for me. I mean, this is not, and again, entertainment purposes only. This is our personal opinion. So again, not professional. Mm-hmm. But for me, it keeps it in that it's not like I want to have like, oh, I'm not gonna like, oh, I want to marry you. And I imagine us having kids and all of this stuff. Like I have like a crush on you, or I'm at that crush stage where it's like, oh, this is a person that's more than just an acquaintance or whatever. Mm-hmm. And this is a person that I want to be closer to. Yeah. I never said I want to date this person. Mm-hmm. I never said I want to have like hardcore sex with them or whatever. It's just all of a sudden I'm at this stage, this crush stage, where my walls are starting to come down. And that's what a crush is. Your walls are starting to come down. They have moved over into that next level, that little level where inside your head.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want to push that stage out. Oh my God, I'm starting to like this person. They're starting to get vulnerable. They're in the stage. No.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. They just kind of shut it down and like, no, we're not going to do that. I can't do that.
I'm starting to have a crush on them. Okay.
Yeah.
But they don't want that, because that means that they are starting to let their guard down and they are frightened of some sort, of either themselves or the other person or both. And that's very important. And that's awesome.
I love that you have that with each other. That is very important. Having that person where you can be a safe space, you are a safe space for them and they are for you. That's huge.
That's awesome. It actually makes me very, very happy. I am very happy for you that you have that person. I know it's like
very cool. Very good.
Yes.
So.
All right, Sean. All right, let's go to segment 3. We've talked about
we've gone around. We've jumped around.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We've actually stayed on topic. It's just not been our outline.
You mean we haven't followed the outline step by step by step? What? That's crazy.
I am so glad that these have gotten shorter, because whenever I let Sean
talk about speaking of growth,
whenever I let Sean do that, I say, because he messaged me this morning, good morning, and I was like, listen, I don't have the mental capacity. I did. I gave you that. I was like, I don't have the mental capacity right now. You get to pick. And he's like,
okay.
But see, then we would get the outlines that literally had all the talking points. He for those of you who know those type of people, he's the guy who read every bullet point on the PowerPoint presentation.
Every single one of them. Yep. I had everything outlined.
You did not stop it. Asta.
No,
You
not
did
at all.
Absolutely did not derail. We have a choice. We have a choice to stop and talk about it. It is our choice. You did not derail anything. You talked about things that were relevant and on topic. And as somebody who's part of our community, we want to stop and have that conversation with you.
You asked a very good question, and
Yes.
we liked the question. We wanted to discuss it. It was an important part of what we did.
Yes.
Like I said, we choose where we want to go.
Yeah.
And sometimes we respond to that. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we like, okay, we're going to need to move over past that. And other times we're like, oh, that's really good. Let's talk about that. So yeah, you absolutely did not derail the program.
No.
Very
And
good.
I think
We appreciate you asking questions like that.
Exactly. I think that's part of our community because our content isn't so fixated on we want to talk about this because it is important. We're, again, like we say at the very beginning of our episodes, we're two traumatized Triscuits on the internet talking about our shit, and that's just what we have ADD, so it's fine. Like,
yeah, if there are podcasts that are very asynchronous, they're one-sided. If we wanted this to be a one-sided conversation, we would pre-record this and then just put it out on whatever, right? We don't want that. We love the interaction. We love being able to talk to you guys in real time. That's why we do this live. And so it's not just us and then you are separate. We want you guys to be in there. The more you're interactive in the chat, more that you're talking back and asking questions, I think the better it is.
Yes. So, all right, segment 3.
Okay.
You start with this because I got a bio break. Because
Okay.
I drink too much coffee. I hydrate. I don't.
You hydrate with dirty water. All right. Go ahead. Go.
Did you just call my coffee dirty water?
Yeah. Exactly. It's steeped, marinated dirty water. I mean, mine is too. I'm not in an elf mug. Go potty.
You
bio.
just ruined coffee for me, you asshat. You go. You know what? You can start.
my punishment is started. Okay. So why rest feels like failure. Oh my God. There's a coffee is not dirty. I mean, it can be. Throughout our lives, it's kind of ingrained in us, indoctrinated in us. This idea that rest is a failure. Rest is bad. Either we don't get rest or we don't deserve rest, or when we do finally rest, it's because we have earned rest. And that's something that's one of those positivity things that sounds positive. It sounds helpful. It sounds encouraging, but it's not actually. It has a negative side, is that we get rest because we rest, not because we work so hard that we now get rest. You get there? Like you're fluffing the pillow.
I was. Fucker, leave me alone.
Got plenty of cushion for the booty. All right. So yeah. So we've spent our entire lives feeling like rest is an afterthought, a byproduct. We've worked so hard we finally get to rest. Or, well, I'll rest when I'm dead. That's a very common one. But that rest is important. We do need rest. And sometimes, all right, I'm gonna call you out for a minute, but in a positive way. Sometimes,
really? Okay.
Sometimes when you pass out at like earlier than you normally go to sleep, and then you sleep through the night, that's a good thing. Sometimes I do this myself, but yeah. So often we'll go, oh my God, I slept for so long. I slept for so long because I needed to sleep for so long. But I'm mad at myself for sleeping so long. I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I slept for like 10 hours.
Same, Asta. Same.
What's the rest of my brain goes? Yeah. Rest. Sometimes when our body goes, nope, I'm done, I'm out. And you're like, we're passing out, and then you sleep. It's because it was necessary.
Nah.
Yes.
It just means it means.
It means I'm sorry. It means I'm lazy, and how dare I be lazy?
Oh my God!
I should be. Think of all the things that I could have accomplished.
I should be.
Sleeping.
I should have.
Should have. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I should get up. I should get up and be productive. You've called me out on that several times where I'm like, I'm laying in bed and I'm like, okay, I need to get up. I should get up. I should get up and go do and get stuff. And you're like, why? Because I'm supposed to. Like, there's things I've got to accomplish. Is there? Or are you just feeling that, just telling yourself that? Like, you want to stay in bed for a couple more hours, stay in bed for a couple more hours. No. And that guilt, that feeling of, oh my God, I'm staying in bed. I can't rest. No, rest is for the weak. Oh, hey,
Okay.
Nev.
Hi, Nev. Okay. All right. Do you feel you have to earn rest?
I was just talking about that. Yes, yes. Rest is I fight that all the time. Wake up in a panic because you slept over. Yes, right.
Okay, my
Jay?
big
Yes.
thing is okay. For those of you who don't know, Sundays is what I like to call my adult day. Okay, Sundays is my adult day. Sundays is when in my head. So I allow myself Friday night, Saturday, whatever. But in my head, Sunday's the day that I have it because I work. I work 12-hour days. I work in an office for 8 hours. I come home, I work another 4. Like, I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of the other things. So Sunday's my day to laundry, vacuuming, cleaning my room, picking up my house, like that type of thing. Yeah. And thank God for grocery delivery. So that got knocked off of my Sunday list. So I just order it and deliver it to my house any day I want. But this is an example. Last Sunday, I sat in my chair and did nothing forever. Like I didn't do anything. I was exhausted. And I felt so bad. I didn't work. I didn't even realize that my coworker was going to quit the next day. I was like, I had a lot of heavy workload. I was like, I need to do laundry. I need to vacuum. I need to dust. I need to do the things. I need to do this. And I'm just like, I am sitting here and I look up and my brain is just like, I've been sitting here for 3 hours watching TV. I've been trying to watch Vox Machina forever, but I only catch every other episode. It's like I'm doom scrolling. And I was just like, and I felt so bad.
Mm-hmm. Rest guilt is hard. Yeah.
And the hours that tick by on a Sunday and the later it gets, the more I start to feel panicky.
And then the sun starts to set and it's setting at like 5 o'clock nowadays. So it's even worse. So it starts to set and you're like, oh my God, it's dark now. When it feels like, which makes you feel like the entire day is gone.
Yes.
Acid, that's a good thing.
I took social media off my phone and then I started slowly putting it back on.
Yeah.
Because people started sending me stuff and I was just like, got tired of logging in every single time. So I was, and then there's bad thing.
Yeah. Got to manage it. But yeah, that feeling of rest, even God took a rest day. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but I bet he felt guilty about it. No. God didn't have to deal with capitalism at that point. What? What's the thought?
Okay. We're going to go into the religious drama here for a second. Okay, because my ADD brain went,
Thanks, Jay.
So, okay, yeah. On the 7th day, he rested, right? Which is, okay, why a lot of religions... why people are closed on Sundays. Yay, Chick-fil-A. Fuck you, Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby. All right, that's cool. Exactly. I want but they rested on the 7th day, but we had to go to church. And we had church and then choir practice, then youth sermons, and then night church, Sunday night church.
Did you do double church on Sunday? Because I did
absolutely.
every Sunday.
Yeah,
every
Sunday
Wednesday,
night.
every double on Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't even understand these people who didn't come to church on Sunday night.
I know. So, those heathens. The heathens that didn't come to Sunday night service?
Yeah. And it's just like, okay, so God rested, but idle hands, like we have to be constantly working for the Lord.
The Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't stop, and they didn't
No
take no for an
Chick-fil-A
answer.
sponsor for Anna. Yeah, no. Hating bigotry on a bun. I mean, it's still good, and I have the
I mean,
Chick-fil-A points. Don't
absolutely.
kid yourself. I hating bigotry on a bun, but and Hobby Lobby. Don't even get me started on that. But I
It's
shop there all the
awfully
time.
tasty. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's that's fine. I'll go in there. I actually just was in Hobby Lobby yesterday. Yeah.
Christmas shopping.
No,
craft
Chloe
shopping.
needed some crafty stuff. She's really been into the beads right now, so making bracelets
Gotcha.
and stuff. So yeah, we went there yesterday, but we were every time we go in there because we're not religious, so it's always really funny.
You know what? It's fine.
And we
We'll
talk
do it.
very loudly and very inappropriately every single time.
Perfect. Thank you for that.
You're
I
welcome.
love that. Double Church Sunday, repent one sin, get one free. That's yes, there you go. I like that. Yeah. So it's feeling guilty, dealing with that guilt for whether we talk about self-care Sundays. I'll leave me going to self-care Sundays. It's one thing to rest, it's another thing to rest and not deal with the guilt from it. And I think that's something that's you never really goes away. You just manage that a little bit better. You're like, okay, I'm not going to allow myself to feel guilty. I'm gonna sit here and doom scroll for X amount of time. I'm gonna sit here and rest. I'm gonna do something. But that is definitely that the inner critic loves to panic when you've been doing it for so long.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
And this is one of the talking points. Healing requires energy, and energy requires rest.
Yes.
And how often have, even after a bad day, but even how often after a really difficult therapy session, or after a difficult, maybe you went through a hard time and you were using your tools and you were doing these things, but and you did approach things healthy, and after that very strong emotional workload, do you feel exhausted? I call it the emotional hangover.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You've been doing so much using your tools because that stuff is hard. Healing is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you use it so much afterwards. You're like, oh my god. There's this drop that happens after it, where the reserves are just tapped out. I'm like, raised with the slogan of "If you have time to lean," yes, Jay, absolutely. That was my childhood. That was my work history. So yeah, after using those tools, there's an exhaustion, and but at the same time, I feel exhausted, but then oh, I've got to do this thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
I have a question for you.
Oh,
and
okay. So as I was saying, I'm gonna.
No, I have a question for you, and it is
okay, I'm ready.
Just as I'll even do this one for that one. How much praise and validation were you given by being a productive member of society? Whoa. And the more that you did and the more that you accomplished in a day, a week, or a month, and the more that you did, the more that you were praised for being that person.
Look, I didn't need you to just throw. Okay, I'm gonna need a moment. Yeah, let's both take a moment here. I'm the golden child. I live for that stuff. I had to be perfect and productive, and
I was the black sheep, and I was constantly working because to overcome that, because if I stopped for one moment, if I said I was tired, exhausted, I couldn't do it, if I was resting, I was lazy, unproductive, and I was never good enough.
I had to earn my praise. I had to earn my love. I had to earn love. Oh yeah, that didn't mess with me for my entire life. I had to earn love. I had to work for love and affection and attention and appreciation. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that.
So, with that, speaking of rest and exhaustion and exhaustion, whatever, how unregulated do you get? How dysregulated do you get when someone says, you can rest, it's okay, and I still love you, when you do not have to earn your place?
Look.
How unsafe does it feel?
You sit on a throne of lies. That is a trap. That is a trap straight from a pit of hell. No. Wait, I'll double down on this one.
Okay.
If someone else is working, if someone else is cleaning, is fixing dinner, if someone else is being productive, and they tell me that it's okay, I don't need to, I can just sit and watch. No, that is a trap. It's a trap. That's Admiral Akbar level. It's a trap. Forget that. I am up. I am helping. I will not sit here because the shoe's gonna drop. I'm so dysregulated at that point. The shoe is gonna drop, and I cannot talk. It is near impossible to regulate that. It is so hard.
All right, John, I'm going to say a phrase.
See, yeah, at least you're giving me trigger warnings. I don't usually give you trigger warnings.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say it, and I want to get your reaction. Okay.
I feel like I got to stretch for this. All right.
No, honey. You work very, very hard during the day, and you really need. I will do this so that you can rest, because you need to rest.
You say it so sincerely that I'm waiting for the. That is not. That's not how this works. I can't. The only time I've ever heard that was not in that tone of voice. It was in the, oh yeah, you work really hard. You should just sit there and rest. That's what I hear. No matter how it's said, that's what I hear. That sarcasm, the snark, you're gonna pay for this. It's a test. Yeah. Nervous. Yeah, dysregulated.
It's okay. I've got this. It's okay. Go do that thing that you enjoy.
I cannot enjoy that thing because I'm so waiting for the shoe to drop.
Hey, Sean. You really wanted. You know what? You really wanted to go to that concert. I don't really want to go to that concert, and I'm good with that. So you go to the concert. You enjoy yourself. I'll take care of the things here, and I'll just see you when you get home.
Oh, I cannot enjoy the thing that I want. I cannot enjoy the thing because I'm so in my head about all of the ways I'm going to pay for that. That's the relationships that I've been in.
You rest. You sleep. You sleep in. It's okay. I got it. You just sleep. You sleep. You sleep in. I will take care of everything. And you just, when you're ready to get up, let me know.
Can't do it. Can't do it. I'll do it. I'm up. I am. Yeah.
And we're healing, folks, and we still suffer.
Yes, that is really difficult for me, honestly. Like when last Thanksgiving, we did Friendsgiving, and I was like constantly asking, "Do you need help? Do 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 you need help?" Because I could not sit there and not help.
Jay almost had to sit on you.
Pretty much. I was not okay.
Jay, I think Jay saw how frustrated I was getting with you because I didn't need the help. And when I did, I asked for it, but I didn't need the help.
I can't accept that. Like,
so he was giving you chores. Come on, guy. We're gonna go to the store. Okay, we're gonna do this. Like, he was giving you tasks. Like,
we went to the store like 5 or 6 times.
Well, I needed stuff. Yeah, I mean, I did need stuff, but it's just like he was watching my face. His hypervigilance. That's what. At least his hypervigilance kicked in, and he saw I was gonna stab you with the kitchen knife. So he was like, he was giving you tasks because you were so. Because I'd look at him, I'd be like this, and he'd be like,
y'all conspiring against me. I mean,
even my kids got in on it. They were just like, I was like, why don't you decorate? I had them decorate for Christmas. I usually wait till afterwards, but Sean was so worked up. I was like, Sean, you know what you can do? You can help the kids decorate for Christmas. I was coming up with random tasks.
That's the kind of productivity trauma that I have. Is I cannot be inactive when other people are active.
He couldn't even just sit there. Like, I was just like, just sit there. Like, I have an open concept house like downstairs, so I was in the kitchen. If I'm in the kitchen, you can see to the other side of the living room. Like, you can see all the way through. So it's like he could have sat at the kitchen table, like, which is 10 feet from where I was, and just talked with me. Hey, just talking, having a conversation while I'm cooking and whatever. But he couldn't do that. Sean was like, here. I was like, get out of my space.
And you'll have a big kitchen, so like here, everywhere is pretty much here. Yeah.
Get out of my space. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. No, I don't need you to ask every 10 minutes if I need help or I need something. I got it. I can stir cream of mushroom and fucking green beans. No, I don't think any less of you. Actually, I'm thinking less of you right now because you keep in my face.
That's the funny thing about that trauma is I'm trying to soothe my trauma by pushing myself, by doing this stuff, but I'm actually making things worse because by the soothing that I'm attempting to do. Yeah. So,
however, we're talking about growth in this. I didn't end your life, so you know that's
progress, right? I'm still here. I still lived.
I think that's a big progress in our relationship, though, is that we're still struggling with these traumas over and over again.
Yeah.
I actually have water.
Really? That's not mixed with dirty.
No, it's flavored, but. So when people say I can rest and let them do it, I just feel so out. Yeah, and that's same. You feel very awkward. Again, I have talked about this several times. It is such a habit for me that I don't even think about it. Is that even if I'm at a party or I'm at a friend's gathering or whatever, I will clean up. Mm-hmm. We could all be hanging out in the living room, just talking, hanging up, and I'll just like quietly get up. I'll like be grabbing a drink or a snack out of the maybe like in the kitchen where all the stuff is, and I will start gathering things. I will start cleaning things up. I will start consolidating. I will start cleaning,
putting stuff in the containers.
And then they'll like after about 20 minutes, they'll be like, "Where did she fucking go?" And they'll come in the kitchen. And I'll be cleaning. Like,
have you started doing the dishes?
Yeah. I'm putting things in dishwasher. Yeah. Wiping the counter. Mm-hmm. It's just because that's the thing. It's like I don't want to be rude. I don't want, it's that thing. But I think Sean and I as our growth is, even though you do that, I have stopped losing my shit on you. And I think honestly, that's the growth. I still get irritated and angry, and we have very strongly worded discussions.
Yes, strongly worded. That's one way to put it. Yeah.
But I'm no longer yelling or losing my shit. I think I get frustrated with you, Sean.
Yeah. Go sit down. Yeah.
But I know, like, I used to lose my shit on him, and I mean, like, lose it. which is not good for our relationship. And it was so unhealthy, and it would trigger him, which would then
I was already triggered, and now I'm like double
start a
triggered.
cycle. And so like 2 months later, we're finally dealing with this shit.
Yeah, that's the thing about our friendship is we tend to have triggers that trigger each other. So.
It's great. It's so great. It's awesome. And by awesome, I mean not at all.
No. We've had to put in a lot of work and a lot of effort because of that in order to address our triggers.
So here's some things. Healing is knowing when to push and when to pause.
Ooh, that's good.
And I think that's something I know for myself that's very hard is knowing, especially because I'm that person. Especially when it comes to doing like trauma work, or I feel like, okay, I have dealt with this trauma. I've opened up this wound. I've started, we started working on building the toolkit. I've learned how to regulate. I've started working. Okay. All right. Now I've dealt with this. On to the next thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm going to, if I don't, I think for me is like, if I am not feeling like I'm constantly working on myself, if I am not constantly using my tools, not losing my shit, if I am, I have to be healed. I have to not deal with that trauma. That's an old trauma. I've done that trauma. If I'm not constantly working on it, then I am not healing. Mm-hmm. I am someone that will push but not pause, and I am that person. Like my therapist has literally, like when I said, okay, I can you, because our therapy sessions are very much we control our therapy sessions. Our therapists are not meant to, like, if we want to talk about something, we talk about it like that. I've tried to tell Sean this all the time. If you have things you want to work on, tell your therapist. Your therapist is not a mind reader. Your therapist doesn't know. Like, they only know the information that you give him, and they only work with the information you give them. So if there are things that you want to work on, then you talk about it. Now, are they going to try and, like, if there are things you want to talk about that open up doors to other things that you weren't aware that you needed to talk about, then that's one thing. But for me, I need homework. I need something to work on. Okay, we've had a good session. Okay, do you have it? And there was one time I was like, okay, can you give me homework? And she goes, no. She literally went, no. And I went, and she goes, no.
How dare you?
And I just sat there blank. Like, I was shocked. And for a second, I was like, I had a reaction. I was like, what? She goes, no. Your job this week, you're no homework. Your job is to exist this week.
Ooh.
No homework.
Mm-hmm.
And I was taken aback by that. And I was like, no. She goes, nope.
The hardest homework you've ever had.
It has been. And she often will say, sometimes when she says that because I've been with her for over a year now, and she's gotten to know me. And so she knows me, and she knows I will not rest. I will constantly be trying to push, and I'm constantly doing these things. And obviously she's been through with some really, 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 really hard things. And, she understands that, okay, you just got out of this, say for example, this massive depressive episode. Mm-hmm. You are just now getting to the point where you're a human. You're not depressed. You are actually getting depressed where you're starting to feel more like yourself. So now that I'm starting to, it's like when you're sick, like when you're physically sick, you start to feel better. And just as you start to feel better, what do? You push yourself too hard because you feel better, because you've been lazy the past couple of days because you've been feeling like garbage.
And you feel guilty about it. Mm-hmm.
You feel guilty. So you push yourself too hard, too quickly. and still not, even though you feel better, you still need to rest your body for a day or two. Then you can start working on that. But see, that's exactly where I do for my mental health. I've been through this hard time, or I'm going through this catastrophic thing. And so I'll push myself and be like, okay, I feel better now. Let's work on the trauma. Let's work on the things. Let's do the things. And she'll go, nope. She will force me to mentally and emotionally. She will force me, even though she knows I probably won't do it. She will not participate in me trying to mentally and emotionally overextend myself. And I've gotten, not that I graciously accept it every time, but I've come to be very thankful that I have a therapist who is very aware of that. And knows me enough that goes, nope, I will not participate in you overworking yourself, because you need to be kind to yourself, which means resting.
Yeah. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to do nothing.
Yes. And I don't understand that concept. And my mind literally goes,
yeah. Yeah. You want what?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you had sessions where when you're not in therapy crisis, when you're not in crisis mode, your sessions feel off? Like something's like, what am I even doing anything? Like you have two, it's like you either have, I'm not doing anything and I'm wasting time, or I'm in crisis. Like when you're out of a crisis, because this happened when I'm out of a crisis, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what are we talking about?
What are we going to talk about? Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's what I have nothing to work on. I'm fine because I'm not in crisis. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what was it? Like it was literally recently. Well, not this past week, because this past week actually it was again the 2 sessions ago, where I wasn't feeling anything. I was just like, I'm not bad. Nothing's gone. Like I feel nothing. I don't feel good. I don't feel bad. I don't know. Like, what am I gonna? I have sat at work because my sessions in lunchtime, so I've been sitting at work and I'm like, oh, I have therapy in about 45 minutes. What am I going to talk about today?
Oh my God, I felt that several times. What am I talking about? Like,
what am I talking about today?
I don't really have anything.
That you want to cancel because you're just like, I don't really.
Okay. Have you gotten to the point where you kind of start to not so much make stuff up, but like make it a bigger deal?
You go through the file. You go through Rolodex is so old school. It's like you start going through the spreadsheet of like, okay, is there what's a deep held trauma that I haven't talked about, or maybe I can bring up that that I still feel that. Yeah.
You're like going through the line items, it's like the to-do list. You're like, I mean, we haven't really, okay, we could work on that one. It feels weird and like doesn't feel like therapy. It's like I'm crisis mode.
Yes.
I know crisis mode.
Oh, but see, here's the mistake that I've made, which is why I try to push myself through these sessions. Those type of sessions, one, because my life will inevitably come up with there will be some type of crisis eventually. But I would only go to therapy in my past life, before this past couple, I would only go to therapy until I was out of crisis mode. And then I would just say, okay, well, I'm not in crisis anymore. I think we're good. I don't think I need to do therapy anymore. And I would never get past that. I would never get through to actually healing the things.
Yeah.
I never understood that once I get out of crisis mode, that's when the work starts.
You bandage the wound and then you just like, all right, I'm good.
Trauma to-do list, bruh.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. So, I've asked for homework before, but that's not necessarily mine is sometimes doing it. See, like you're okay. And what's next? Work on. And I'm more avoidant. I'm more of like, oh, you're gonna give me homework? All right, that's fine. Oh, you mean I got to work on something?
If I had $1 for every time Sean says, I have homework. And the night before his therapy, I go, have you done your homework yet? Even though he's supposed to be doing it through the week.
One time it was journaling. He wanted me to journal, and I like journaled the night before. Yeah, that's yeah, you're pushing through, and I'm like, I'm slow crawling. I'm slow crawling, but at the same time, I'm kind of expecting faster results than the effort I'm putting in. Yeah. Shocker, right? You can't think your way out of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I've tried to mind over matter. Like I'm exhausted. I need to. When I had a couple years ago when I had allergies, like I'm gonna. You know what? I could just will myself to get up and do this stuff. Here's the things I got to do. Here's my list. I'm gonna overthink it. I'm gonna think this through. See, there you go. Right.
You know what? Everybody handles their stuff differently. We're all different. But see, remember, I was the overachiever. I had to earn. I had to prove, and I'm still fighting that every single day. I have to prove myself to myself, and I'm realizing that I'm not proving myself to anybody else. I am working this hard to prove myself that I can do it, and that I should do it, and that I should be able to do it. I'm working this hard to prove it to myself because I'm fighting the voices in my head that aren't mine. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I am working this hard to prove it to myself because I still can't accept that I'm okay just as is. That I'm not a problem, that I'm not broken, that I'm not all of these things. And so I'm constantly doing that. And go ahead.
I was saying, when I was looking for the times I've looked for a new therapist, I've had to search for a new therapist. One of the things that I have to be mindful of is I have to make sure that I'm not trying, that I don't have a therapist where I'm trying to win my goal becomes winning their approval. And for me, like I can't have like female therapists. I avoid female therapists because I know that I have a tendency to try to win that approval, win that affection, win that attaboy. And that becomes, so I'm not growing. I'm not trying to improve and grow for growth's sake to have better mental health. It becomes trying to win approval, which is contrary to the process. So like, so my work completely becomes skewed.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that's why I stick with female doctors, because my trauma.
Yeah.
But ironically enough, but this one is that growth that requires constant effort isn't growth, it's survival. Because your worth is not tied to momentum.
Ooh, yeah. Always looking for the next thing. Always.
Okay. Oh, and everybody's different. Everybody's need mentally, especially with their therapist, is their needs are different. They're very much different, and that's why, like, and that's okay.
Absolutely, yeah. We all have, and that's why. Like originally, when I first started therapy, I was like, you just get a therapist. Like, it doesn't matter, just pick a therapist. But then as I've gone through several therapists, I'm like, no, I need to be selective in who I'm picking and why I'm picking them. And funny thing is, the therapist I have now is the therapist that I rejected in my initial run until Anna went, I think this one, you should give this one a call.
Oh, what? Actually, the one he has now is the first one. He's like, I'm not doing this one.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I read over his stuff and I was like.
And the reason I took him out of the list is the reason you put him back in my list. You're like, I really think you should look into that one. Okay, fine. Yeah.
um
Therapist shopping is really important. Yeah.
yes.
It's knowing what is potentially not good for you, like for me and a female therapist, and finding a therapist that is going to work with you and going to mesh with you, and they don't always
And
do.
challenge, I think that there's like some people need a challenge.
Yes.
Some people do, and some people, and you can outgrow your therapist.
I've done that. Yep.
And I have too. Like, I think that people don't seem to understand that, oh, I've been seeing this therapist for 10 years. And maybe you can see, maybe you've got a therapist that's really good that you can see. My needs have changed. And my needs over time have changed. Was my first therapist that when I started this whole intensive journey, was she amazing? Yes, she was amazing. And she is exactly what I needed at that moment when I needed her. And then I moved on. And my second therapist, though we parted ways because, you know, she went to do something else. Like I was starting to feel, actually I was a little relieved. I was starting to feel like I was stagnant in that because she was very much talk therapy. She's like,
Yes.
so it was very important when I was seeking out the therapist I have right now. It was I looked over hundreds in my area just because I'm in a big city. So there's a lot of them. And I was like, there was a lot of criteria that I was looking for in their profiles because you can tell by their, what kind of, like, not 100%, but you can tell. And it will resonate with you. And you go, that one, you know what, that one, this is a person I feel like I can, you know, this is, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah. I had I had a therapist before the one I'm in now. I had a therapist. It was kind of like an interim period, where it was my first female therapist, but it was kind of the way things worked out. I didn't pick her. But I was like, she was soft. She was very just that soft approach to therapy. And I'm like, I can't, I that doesn't work for me. And then I told her, and so she knew I was looking for another one because just the way. But like I told her, I was like, I need someone who is calling me out. I need someone who's going to go, we're stopping right here. Yeah. We're gonna hold on and we're gonna dig into this, like not just let me, because I was just talk and talk.
But see, some people need that person, the soft hand, and they need the person because they've been called out and all this stuff. They just and that's again,
fine. Absolutely fine. That's why there are different ones exist.
Right. And I honestly, I don't know. It is what it is. I think just because the nature of the people that we are, Sean, I think we're the people that need that type of therapy, where there's some people that just, they can't handle it. It's too much. It will re-trigger them. It will re-traumatize them. And that's okay. Yeah. That's okay. Everybody's different.
And that's why you have a session where you sit with your therapist and you kind of feel them out and you talk to them and you see if it's going to work. And
I have grown to have a very good, solid relationship with my therapist, you know, in a very professional manner. I wouldn't say we're friends, but we're in a place where she will say, it fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. And she will threaten to throw her shoe at me, and I will not be offended by that. And and she's very much, she will point, she goes, I'm going to say something you don't like. And she will say these things, and I will be like, and I will look at her and I'll be like, okay. And she'll just like, like, so yeah. Yeah. Because she had a thick and it was hard to understand. Yeah, I mean, and that's okay too. Just asking around, but
gotta find that one work. Gotta find one you're comfortable with. So,
but my therapist, that all going, and this is the last talking point in this section before our questions. I'm gonna let us all sit with for a second. Rest lets growth settle instead of fray.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Rest lets growth settle instead of fray. You can overwater a plant. Plants need water,
Hmm.
but you can give it too much. Plants need sunlight, but it can be too much.
You know, physically working out there's so much great comparisons between physically working out and mentally working out, because the same is said about like your muscles. When you grow, when you stretch your muscles, you push your muscles, is you got to have a rest day. Anyone that is into physical therapy knows you gotta rest them. You gotta rest your muscles, just like you gotta rest your mental health. You gotta rest your growth and your pushing, because otherwise you will crash. And it is possible to push your growth too hard.
Hmm.
Yeah, because if you don't find that point, if you don't take the time to rest, your body or your brain will find it for you, and it's usually not at a good point. It's usually at a bad spot. Eventually, it will go. Nope, we're done. We're sleeping now. We're rested now. You're done. We're breaking down now. Yeah.
And just because you rest, there is no set period of time for rest.
Hmm.
And just because maybe you take a break. Like I have not worked out, like heavily worked out in weeks.
Hmm.
My life's just been too busy. Work has just been too much. And I'm over here beating myself up. I really need to get back in the gym. I really need to start working out. I really need to do this. I need to do this. But okay. Just like with my mental health, maybe I've been through crisis after crisis after crisis. Now I'm not in a crisis mode. Okay. Now I need to dig back into the trauma or not.
Yeah. Do you though? Hmm.
I will pick it up when I pick it up, and I need to be gracious with myself. And when I do pick it up, that's when I need to pick it back up. And I will pick it back up. And yes, it will be hard. And yes, I will struggle. And yes, I will emotionally beat myself up because, oh, I was stronger a month ago. I was stronger 2 weeks ago. And that both goes emotionally and mentally and all these things. And I don't know why, but at the same time, I'm like, it's okay. My body and my mind and my soul needed to rest for a little bit, and there's no time frame for that. And that's okay. That is okay. That doesn't mean I've regressed. That doesn't mean that I am less than, and that does not mean that I am a failure and that my growth that happened before this period of rest is negated.
Yeah. Rest doesn't erase progress.
No. And that's the part that I struggle with.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to hear it and to go, okay, yes. Rest doesn't erase progress, and acknowledge it. Acknowledging is one thing. It's another step to accept it. The difference between acknowledging and accepting. And takes time. It's part of the growth.
Oh, I'm gonna let myself rest.
Yeah. Good.
And so even now I'm like, but
Are you though?
I have
I know,
work that
right?
needs to be done. It's like I have work that needs to be done.
Mhm. Rest. I think rest doesn't also mean like for the entire day I'm going to do nothing. I think rest can be periods of time. I'm going to give myself time, especially when there are things there, because there are things in your life that are timely. They have
Same,
to be
Esther.
done.
Same.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Literally, I'm
Um,
sitting here going through all of the things. I'm like looking at the clock. I'm like, okay, I know what time it is. I know what things do I need to do? What things? Oh shit! And then like in my head, I'm like, now I'm having to like, oh shit! I need to account for the Lego stream, which I didn't have to account for, which means I have more time out of my Sunday than now is dedicated to something else. And I'm like, all right, let's wrap this up so I can go do the things.
all right. How many things when you in that list of I've got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. How many things have to be done now versus how many things are you telling yourself have to be done now?
Bitch, 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 bitch,
But, I mean,
bitch.
you want to wrap it
Listen.
up, so I was just kind of wrapping it up.
No one
barbed wire.
asked you. No one needed you to call me out today.
Just throwing that out there. I mean, it's hard to distinguish the two. It is very hard to distinguish the two because, especially everything is important. Everything has to get done.
I mean, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, all of that list can be done in different.
Yeah. It feels like it has to be done.
It does.
Like,
if it doesn't get done, especially for me, like if it doesn't get done, who's going to do it?
Which is valid. But does it have to be done today? Right now? In the next 3 hours? Yeah, exactly.
But I do need to go soon. We need to wrap this up because if you do want me to be on the Lego stream, what time is your Lego stream again?
6:30 Eastern.
6:30. Because for some reason I was thinking it was 5:30 Eastern.
I know. Yeah, that's because you mentioned that last week.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I do have some things because I have the girls actually. I have the girls for the next 3 weeks, which is awesome. I love having my kids here. They are amazing.
But it requires additional effort.
It does. I have other then it adds up like other things I have to think about and do. But then I also, if I have to be ready for that 6:30, because I have not even opened my box of Star Trek. I haven't even opened the shuttlecraft.
We'll do this. We could do the shuttlecraft if you want, or we can just hold it to later. You're gonna want to pre-open that box because it is effort. It is a lot to
well,
unlock.
and I haven't even set up because, like I said, I use my camera for my kids, concert. So it's like
you're not set up for a Lego stream like I am.
No, yeah, and it's just like I'm looking at my desk that's like literally covered in it's not junk. It's covered in just my stuff. You know.
Because you work, you spend a lot of time at your desk.
And I have like my makeup over here, and I have a mirror, and I have all these things. And so I need to figure out a place to work.
Sure.
I've been doing it from the fucking floor.
I mean, hey, where you want to do it is where you want to do it. If you can, and so like I said last time, sometimes IRL just comes in swinging. And it leaves.
I mean, it's not that I don't have the time. Like I can't. Like a lot of the things I did most of my laundry last week.
I'm still in the dryer for like a week now.
I mean, the girls. I need to do the girls, but usually washing is not an issue. It's the folding and putting away.
That's
did
correct.
You see the new character sheet, Pep?
Oh no, I haven't looked at it, Asta. Yeah, I will get to it. Asta sent me a character sheet you want me to look at. So
a D&D character sheet.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing, but we got to go. We can talk about that tonight on the Star Trek.
Yes. I actually have to show you the thing Jay sent me for my birthday that he 3D printed.
Oh, sweet! Heck yeah!
It was a birthday present, and it's cool as fuck.
I bet it is. Jay 3D printed it. Jay's got some cool 3D print stuff.
I know. I was like, huh. See, and see, there's a thing. You don't have to buy me shit. You can make me shit. I mean, granted that it takes time and like the filament costs money, but like. However, my birthday present from Sean, we will be working on together because Sean is an amazing friend, bestie, co-host.
I was excited for you to get you the Star Trek.
Okay, what's the other stuff with it? I had like all these extra stuff with it.
It was a gift with purchase. So I didn't expect them to do all the gift with purchases, but they did.
Did you get that too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently they do it in grenades. So I thought it was like whatever the top thing is you get. No, it's at different price points. You did get different gifts with purchases. So apparently they threw them all in. Did you get the little coffee or the little the hot chocolate stand?
I know. I sort of want to do
that. Isn't that adorable?
I know. I want to do that. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, the little castle thing. I was like,
I didn't really. I was like, maybe I could give that to somebody.
You know what? But I was thinking because it was in grays and blacks. I was like, I'll keep it just in case it has pieces that I need that I'm missing in other things. So, Anyway, yes.
We'll wrap. All right. So wrap the week up.
Yes.
All right. So tonight, 6:30 Eastern, on my channel, on the Dorian Summer channel. See if I can put that right in the chat. We're gonna do some Lego building. So we are building the Enterprise. Yeah. So the Star Trek Enterprise 1701D. So we're doing it tonight. So Ann and I are both gonna build. She's gonna catch up probably pretty fast. And that's gonna be at 6:30 Eastern on my channel. And then on Tuesday, we have Three Birds and a Dragon on the Team_AOA channel, where we roll a d20 and let it ruin our lives. I have a plan for this week. So I have an adventure plan for this week, so it's gonna be fun.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
So that's it. That is at 8:30 Eastern on the Team AOA channel. Yeah. And don't miss, and we have Neb. Don't miss Neb on his channel, Zarknor, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays. Tonight, actually. So yeah. There it is. That's the week. All right. We're good?
Yes.
Cool. All right. We'll see you guys tonight.
All right. See you guys tonight. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Did you really just high five over me? Right
No,
now?
we didn't.
Okay, we're live. Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
The bear's coming with the carpet spoon.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I think it called.
She ain't judging us at all.
Did you really just high five over me? Right
No,
now?
we didn't.
Okay, we're live. Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
The bear's coming with the carpet spoon.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I think it called.
She ain't judging us at all.
Did you really just high five over me? Right
No,
now?
we didn't.
Okay, we're live. Hello.
Last week,
You don't even do that well from the front seat.